So today what we're going to be making is popcorn, and not just regular popcorn, but movie theater popcorn. If you've never tried to make movie theater popcorn at home, all you need are 3 ingredients. So the first is going to be Flavacol. The second is going to be coconut oil, key ingredient. And then last but not least, popcorn. This is about a half cup of some popcorn that I got from Anson Mills last year. The very last of it. Very delicious, by the way. And so here I have a whirly pop. And if you've never heard of a whirly pop before, I'll tell you all about it in just a second. So here on my counter, I have my induction burner. This is my Iwatani induction burner that I thought would be silent for cooking, but it's not exactly silent, but it doesn't matter since popcorn is relatively noisy, and you'll get a better angle here than on my stove. So the first thing that I'm going to do here is go ahead and put in the kernels along with the oil. Some people may want to do it separately, but for me, I think it's much easier if you do it all at once. Nah, Mari. Nah. I think she agrees. So for the popcorn, I usually put in about a tablespoon per quarter cup. So there's a half cup in there. So I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons in. 1, 2. And if you hear some chewing, that's Muddy eating the baby carrier there. She likes to eat everything at this age. Once that's in, we're going to go ahead and start that. And about halfway through the popping, so you'll notice that the whirly pop gets relatively full quickly, we're going to mix in the seasoning. And key point number 1, do not follow the instructions here unless you really like salty popcorn. It might be unpalatable if you do follow the instructions, but I'll leave it up to you to experiment. So it says 4 ounces to use a ½ teaspoon. I usually put in a ¼ teaspoon, and it's plenty of flavor. So let's go ahead and get started. So now that my kitchen smells like a movie theater, like popcorn, all you gotta do now is serve it. Be careful with the steam. Now we have some delicious movie theater style popcorn.いいね。いい匂いするね、マリー。どう？ポップコーン好きな？ポップコーン好きかもね。ポップコーン好きになるかも。So now that that's cooled, a few other tips for you if you've never made movie style popcorn. The first is going to be consider getting a whirly pop. I used to always make my popcorn in the microwave as well as on the stove. That was actually one of the first ways I made it. And the texture is much better when you make it in a whirly pop. And also you aren't left with any unpopped kernels like you might sometimes be when you use the microwave. So the second tip for you is going to be the whirly pop is not only good for regular popcorn, savory popcorn like we just made right here, but also kettle corn. And in fact, it comes with a little different little mixer thing for kettle corn specifically. And that's also very easy to make too. Third thing is going to be, if you're not going to eat this right away, make sure that you put it into an airtight container because otherwise it's going to get a little bit stale. Fourth thing is going to be, and if it gets a little bit stale, don't worry, there is a solution that I have for you to use a toaster. So you guys might have seen my review on this Panasonic NBG 110P toaster. It's an infrared toaster. and it doesn't burn your toast. Check out the review in the description below if you haven't seen it yet. And just toast your popcorn a little bit so that it gets nice and crunchy again. Popcorn saved. ね。いいポイントだね、マリ。I guess a bonus tip for you as you are using the whirly pop, make sure to listen and watch. I got the glass version so you can actually see through into the pot. But you can also listen for the pops as they get less and less. I usually turn down the heat to low so that the popcorn doesn't burn or scorch. But you need to make sure that it's covered because the steam does help to cook all of the kernels evenly. And I think that's about it. If I missed anything, I'll put it in the description. If you have any suggestions or comments or feedback, let me know in the comments below. Subscribe if you want to see more videos with Muddy, and I'll see you next time.